Hello and welcome to the Webcam report. It is the 10th of March. Today is also Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all mothers, and I hope your children are spoiling you if they are old enough to know what spoiling means. Before I begin, you will have to excuse me if I sound a little ill. That's because I am. Later or sometime at the end of last week, one of my co-workers picked up a bug at a conference or an exhibition for computing stuff in Nuremberg, and they have been very nice and passed it on to me. So I'm feeling a little under the weather, and that's why I sound like this. Those of you who were watching last week will know that last week was not a particularly productive week in the world of writing for me. I was very busy, as I repeatedly said many times. This week went a lot better, and it culminated in some work I was doing yesterday. It's all been thicker than water related, and it's all been related to one interesting, very emotional scene for my main character named Alethea. And if you've seen that name, that's who she is. She's the main character in Thicker Than Water. And yeah, it was a very emotional scene for her, which I always find very difficult to write. And I think they are difficult to write because they need a certain amount of perspective to them, especially if you're writing in the first person. So if you haven't been through the same stuff as the character, you will always find it a little bit difficult. But I'm quite proud of this scene that I put together, and yeah, I spent the week developing it. I wrote it midweek, and then I spent the rest of the week finding ways to add it into chapter 4, and that has worked, I think. I need to check with editors. I need to finish the chapter first because it's right at the beginning. But yeah, like I said, I'm proud of it, and we'll see what happens. Last week, as I said at the beginning of it, was Read an eBook Week, and Smashwords, my e-publisher, was celebrating this by giving you the opportunity to buy some books at really low prices. I want to quickly thank everyone who signed themselves up to Smashwords, had a look through everything, and bought something, because I'm a supporter of ebooks. I think, like with most technology, they're the way forward. They don't break as easily as books. They're easier to get to than some books. They're usually cheaper than their paperback or hardback equivalent. So yes, thank you to all of you. Smashwords, I'm sure, will thank you too. And thanks to everyone who had a look at Without a Trace. I know there were a few people who did so. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed Read an eBook Week, and I will let you know when Smashwords is doing something similar again. There are probably some of you who are now thinking, now I've missed my opportunity to get Without a Trace at a low price because I'm interested in that kind of thing. Well, it isn't, because as I have said before and will continue to say until it's over, you can still get Without a Trace on Smashwords for 99 cents, maybe $1. It's 50% off, so I'm not quite sure how they calculate it when it's $1.99. I have said 99 cents before, so I'll stick with that. You can get Without a Trace for 99 cents on Smashwords here until the 12th of April using the code HC94K. And I'll stick that up on the screen so you can not worry about my pronunciation of letters. Basically, the process is this. You create an account on Smashwords, which is free, totally. You find Without a Trace at the link I gave you, and you put it in the shopping basket. Once it's in there, you get the opportunity to input a code. You put in the code HC94K, and the price drops from $1.99 to 99 cents / $1. I think it's 99 cents. So yeah, that's going until the 12th of April. Please make the most of it. Tell people who are interested in Jack the Ripper and English history, and if they like thrillers, if you like thrillers, if you know the whole world likes thrillers, tell the whole world, because time is going very quickly. You've got a month and 2 days. Now, there is no more writing news for this week because, as I said, I've devoted my entire week to that one scene of Thicker Than Water. However, before I go, sorry about that, my English failing me completely there. Before I go, I want to tell you about an event happening at the end of March because it is something I am very interested in and I want to share it with you because a lot of the world are also interested in it, and sharing is what vlogs are all about. There is a YouTube channel that some of you may know. It's called Geek and Sundry, and on that channel, it ended recently, but it used to be that every second Thursday there was a show called TableTop hosted by Will Wheaton. And on the 30th of March, TableTop is going to be a year old. And to celebrate this, they are running a global event called Tabletop Day. And basically, it's all about people playing games. Now, I've put a link up to Will Wheaton's video about this on, well, there. And I'm hoping you will watch that. If you don't, basically, on the 30th of March, you should play games. Just go to a local game shop or get your friends or your family or a complete and utter stranger and do some tabletop gaming, because tabletop gaming is awesome. So, yeah. Play more games, as Will would say. I myself will be in Berlin visiting my family on the 30th of March because it's also my dad's birthday. So, yeah, I'm hopefully going to be making my family play Cthulhu Flux because it's fantastic. It's one of the best card games ever made. That's it from me for another week. I am going to go and spend the rest of my weekend relaxing before I have to get up at 5 tomorrow to go to work. I hope your weekends have been, are, or will be great. Mothers, I hope you are thoroughly enjoying Mother's Day. It is your day to relax, so I hope you are relaxing. Thank you to my own mother, because you're awesome. Yeah! Okay, I am going to head off. I hope you have a good week ahead of you, wherever you are in the world, and until next time, take care.